Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Amer Tareen. I am the new commercial counselor here at Consulate of Pakistan in Chicago, and giving a presentation before lunch and after lunch both are difficult in different ways. But hopefully I will give you a crisp presentation, and I will briefly talking about Pakistan economy and the U.S.-Pakistan trade. The Honorable Ambassador has summarized very excellently. I could not do that, but I will give you a little bit detail about CPEC and what good business opportunities are there in Pakistan. So please bear with me for some time. The initial Pakistan economy, you can see the population 195 million, size of GDP around $280 billion. The GDP growth is steady, it's improving growth rate every year. Hopefully next year in the presentation you will see inshallah 5%, more than 5% inshallah. The per capita income is increasing at a very steady rate of 1560. The forex reserves are very good at 22.7 billion. The trade and investment statistics are exports are around 22 billion and imports stand at 40 billion. The gap is covered by the remittances abroad, which is around $20 billion. The remittances from US, they are around $2.5 billion every year, and foreign direct investment, which is kind of stagnant in Pakistan for some time, is 1.28 billion. Where are these exports going? Most of the exports are going to the so biggest destination is the US, 15.5%, and then second China, 9.26, United Kingdom, 6.67. So the US market is extremely important for Pakistan. Well, this is the brief about the US trade volume. Normally it is between 5 to 5.5 billion. In the recent years, the exports from Pakistan to US are 3.7 billion. The exports from US to Pakistan 1.48, and Pakistan has a trade surplus of around 2.23 billion. The trends in the last 5 years, these are the trends in last 5 years. You can see a little bit up and down, but overall it is a little stagnant, and most of you are working over here, so you exactly know the reasons better than me. So these are the categories where the exports are increasing in the recent years. You can see there are many like jewelry, spices, plastic materials. So these are like kind of new businesses which are coming up, new opportunities coming up for exporters in Pakistan. And these are products which are a little bit declining in the recent years. Mostly they are like classic use strength in textile, especially the knitwear and bedwear we used to be very strong, little bit declining. This is generally the broad sectors where the major goods are the sectors which are exporting from, like Pakistan to US in green, textile, apparel, petroleum, leather goods. But textile and apparel takes the big chunk, 85%. And the goods which are exported from US to Pakistan, iron, steel, chemical group and machinery, dyeing, tanning and coloring matters. The foreign direct investment, it's normally around $250 million in the last like 4 or 5 years. We need to work on that. GSP is generalized system of preferences which the US give to the developing nations. They have already given it to 120 countries. Pakistan is a beneficiary of US GSP, but the hardcore textile materials don't come under that. But the reauthorization has been done 2017. So the items which are covering are these are the top US GSP imports from Pakistan. The pet resin, the apparel, jewelry, mittens, gloves, pedicure, manicure, tools, equipment, rice, corn, sugar. So the legal framework under which the cooperation between US and Pakistan is happening is under the Trade and Investment Framework Agreement. This agreement was signed in 2003, and Pakistan is taking a lot of support under this agreement, especially for the WTO GPA, which is the agreement on the government purchases, procurement, and also Pakistan has been seeking US support for the WTO Trade Facilitation Agreement ratification. The ambassador, honorable ambassador, already told you about that. Last year, this US Secretary for Commerce, she visited Pakistan, Penny Pritzkers, and we had these wonderful conferences where the businessman community, the businessman from US went and talked to the business groups from Pakistan. First was, they had like 4 conferences. First was in London, then Dubai, Islamabad. The 4th one was recently in New York, Manhattan, which was attended by the Federal Minister for Commerce, Engineer Khurram Dastagir Khan, and also many other dignitaries were there. The Vice Chairman of the GE was present, the Vice Chairman of PepsiCo was present over there, and Deputy Secretary for the Commerce was also, for US was present there. This forum is the main forum where the business council, US-Pakistan Business Council, they get together, they see what are the key areas, and in the last conference they identified as like the fashion apparels and the agriculture market as the key markets where you can go and invest in Pakistan. For investing in Pakistan, normally in presentations we have seen and we show that how people have been rating there are organizations like Moody's and Standard & Poor, there are economists, and how they see Pakistan like the next 10 emerging nations, the top 11. But I think the best thing you want to see is the real people, real investors in Pakistan, how they analyze and how they respond in a stock exchange in Pakistan. So this is the Karachi Stock Exchange, KSE 100 index, and last 4 years, approximately 300% increase. How it is possible that there can be a better performance than this? This is just like 300% increase in 4 years. Now I'll be briefly telling you about the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. And I will just try to tell you that in general, we see the CPAC list like a purse of money, and from which we'll have some projects, and most of that would be like, we'll be linking China to Gwadar through a road and rail network, and that purse is going to help that. But technically, this is just a platform, a whole framework of different projects, and that projects are not finite. There would be other projects which would come in and help Pakistan in doing many things. This one belt, one road. Are there other slogans when you see that on the internet? This is China's perspective. For Pakistan, this is not a single route, this is not a single alignment that whether it will come from Punjab or from Balochistan, all that. This is a whole big package of different projects which will give us prosperity, which will give us huge investment opportunities, and probably it would result in many manufacturing plants coming in all along the way, and other parts of country also. So when you see the MOUs, you heard that $46 billion MOUs were signed. So this is how they are divided. So when you see that power took the most of that, that clearly shows our needs. Our need was in power sector. So this is not someone told me, okay, we are going to make a road for you in $46 billion. Our requirement was in energy, so we signed the agreements in energy and power sector. And then you can see infrastructure is the second biggest, third is transport and communication, and then mining and education. Is this a loan? More than 3/4 of this is investment. Like a project comes up, the Pakistan government have negotiated that project in very detailed manner as a single entity. And maybe it is like a BOT basis, build, operate and transfer basis, where the Chinese would make a road, they would operate it for 25 years and after that they would hand over that road to you. So a lot of that is investment. There are many projects for which the MOUs have signed, and that is, but I have included over here only those projects for minimum criteria. Putting it over here is that the financial closing has been done, minimum. Most of these projects, you can see the civil works, the mechanical works, the actually work on ground has been happening. So none of the project you see on the screen is the project which is not happening. There could be a project, for example, the feasibility says that it's not feasible, that project will not be completed even if MOU is signed, but that project is not reflected over here. Everything reflected over here is actually happening on the ground. You can see the Port Qasim coal-fired plant. There are 2 plants for 60 megawatts. Hopefully, inshallah, next year, by the next year, and they would be giving us the electricity. The commercial operation date is the end of 2017. The Saiwal coal-fired power plant working, the work is going day and night. You can just go there and it's really amazing to see the amount of work going on there. Hopefully next year again, they are going to give us 1320 megawatts. The Anglo Third coal-fired, their first plant of 330 megawatts will be giving us electricity at the start of 2018. The Qaid-e-Azam 1000 megawatt solar park, Bahawalpur, they had like 10 different phases of 100 megawatt. The first one is already giving the electricity, the second and third is under the testing. Then there are 3 different wind farms, the Dawood, and there are 2 in Jimpur. They are giving the electricity by the end of 2018. Then we have a hydropower station. This is near Mansehra, Suki Kinari. It is on Kinar River. It will give us 870 megawatt of hydropower. This will be completed in 2020. So they are doing the land acquisition, and almost the land acquisition is about to be completed in Mansehra. Second is Karot hydropower. This is in AGK. They had some issues. The financial closing has been done. There was some issue with the land acquisition in AGK, and that is also settled now. So hopefully this will kick-start very soon. The Mitri to Lahore transmission line, again the work has been started. The Mitri to Faisalabad transmission line, the financial closing has been done, and this will be completed probably by mid of 2018. Again, I have only included those infrastructure projects for which the work has seen. I have myself seen the Thakot Havelian section, and this is already with the help of, like, there are 2 different helps going on. There is a grant by the UK government, and then the Chinese government had given us a loan for that. The actual work is happening on the ground. So in future, if you go to Pakistan and you are going to Naran or in the northern areas, you will, inshallah, in 2 years, you will be going on motorway, and the distance which used to be from Hassan Abdal to Mansehra in around 2.5 hours will be just a matter of 45 to 50 minutes drive, 45 minutes drive. And then this optical fiber cable, the Prime Minister has inaugurated the project, and this is giving the optical fiber cable throughout the northern areas. So right from the Hazara Division till China, this optical fiber cable will be laid down, and this is a grant by the Chinese government, and hopefully this project will be completed in a year and a half. Then the projects in Gwadar, there are around 15 different projects for which the MOUs have been signed, the 15 big projects. But I have only included these 3 because these 3 projects, you can actually see a civil work or mechanical work happening right over there in front of your eyes. So all 3 are grant. The international airport at a very high speed, they are building it. They are doing the 100-bed hospital. They would hopefully do it, a 300-bed hospital, increase it to a 300-bed capacity hospital. And also they are doing a lot over there for technical and vocational training of local blowers also. I'm only showing this that because sometimes when you listen to that, you're saying, okay, Gidani Power Park project, where is the electricity is not coming or what? So these are all projects which are right there physically in front of your eyes. So this is the map of generally the scope or the whole proposal or the whole framework, how this is going to happen. So maybe you can see, if you can see the colors, the orange, this is the top priority, Multan to Sakhar motorway, and the work has started on this. So this is the orange color showing the top priority. So this is like top priority projects, the orange. The green, which is already under construction, that part which is Thapur to Punjab, and then it's here from Faisalabad to Multan. You can see the green colors, and the red colors are showing the short-term projects, which are again like this highway going from Multan to Sakhar. And so there are different routes. This is the red route, which is again Quetta. This will go to Yob. So these are projects which are actually happening day and night. The FW is working in the Balochistan province, and they are making the connection through the Balochistan. I will just briefly talk about two sectors of the opportunities available. You can go on the internet, also look at this new automotive development policy, where they are giving great incentives to come in the automobile sector for you. One is the greenfield projects, where you will get if you go for a new and independent manufacturing plant, you get a lot of incentive, and brownfield is where you revive an existing manufacturing plant. These are the incentives on the category A type greenfield projects. You can see that concessionary rates are available for the localized part also and the non-localized parts also. These incentives are available for you for the category B. If you want to go in a partnership for a defunct power plant. This is the second sector, very important, the IT sector. Zero taxes on IT export revenues. You are allowed to have 100% equity. You can take 100% repatriation of profits, and tax holidays if there is a venture capital fund for 7 years. There is a great plan. You should go on the internet and see in detail if you want to work with some of the IT companies in Pakistan. These are called Plan B by Punjab Information Technology Board. This is a great initiative. It is already like attractive $70 million. These are the new websites, new phenomena in Pakistan, like Karen, $60 million already they got in the capital investment. And when I was coming to Chicago and I was selling my car, so someone said, "Do you have a certificate?" And I'm saying, "Is this Pakistan where you're asking for a?" There is application where you can call the experts, and in 1,000 rupees they will give you export certificate, and you can just totally 100% trust them, and you can buy that car if you get that certificate in just 1,000 rupees. So that phenomenon is going on now in Pakistan also. There is an act of special economic zone. This is very interesting for you for the future investment if you want to do in Pakistan. Alongside the CPAC, there will be a lot of economic zone would be developed. So special economic zone act was 2012, the rules were 2013, and now there was a ordinance for 2015 also. So one-time exemption for all custom duties and taxes for new entrants, and your income will be exempted for next 5 years. If you start the commercial production before 2020, that exemption is for 10 years then on all type of incomes. These are few of the industrial states. I will briefly touch these. The first two are fragment. These are Faisalabad Value Addition and M3 Industrial. I don't know whether you will get plots now available over there or not, but you can go for partnership. The first two covered under the special economic zone. They have been approved to be special economic zone. And then the last one, ninth, which is Qaid-e-Azam Airport Park. This is in Sheikhupura. This has also been approved to be a special economic zone. This has been approved in June 2016 this year. Among other, Sundar is already filled. Multan phase 1 was all full, but so in phase 2 you can get the plots now if you want to have a manufacturing plant there. Raimyar Khan, Vihadi, Balwal Industrial Estate, again it is right on motorway, just 19 kilometers away. Great place to invest. You can get a plot of an acre over there just for 8 million rupees. In Rangyar Khan, it is 8.5 million industrial plot, and you can pay them in 6 monthly installments. So like just pay them 30%, and the remaining you can pay in 66 monthly installments. So in future, Badwal, Viadi, Rangyar Khan, and one I will show over here is the KPK, Hatar Economic Zone. This is the original Hatar Industrial State Phase 7, which has now been approved as the Special Economic Zone. And this is again, from this CPAC corridor, it is just probably like 10 kilometers distance. And there is already a lot of activity, industrial activity going on there, but plots will be available in these coming months in Hatar Economic Zone. Again, Khairpur Economic Zone in Sindh has been given status of Special Economic Zone. So a lot of facilities, incentives are available in Khairpur Economic Zone, and right at this moment in these months, they are actually taking the applications and making the allotments. They have done 3 phases, and they are doing more. Vidani Marble City, plots are not available, but it's a great place, very near to Karachi, if you want to go in a partnership. So these are a few of the projects which I briefly covered. My official email address is on the consulate website, but this is my personal email address, and I hopefully next 3 years I'll be working very closely with you, and once I go from here, I will have a lot of friendships I will be taking from Chicago. So I'm extremely thankful and for this opportunity to talk to you, and you can ask any question in the question answer session. Thank you very much.